Cancer, welcome to your reading. This is going to be an overall general energy reading for my Cancers, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. Keep in mind, Cancer, I trust that when this message finds you, it finds you at the right time. All of my readings are timeless. Cancer, I hope this message finds you while you're in good health and good wealth. I hope you do something you love today, tonight, this afternoon, whenever this message is finding you. Simply because you deserve to do things you love. We all deserve to enjoy our time here on this earth. Cancer, if nobody else told you yet today, I love you. And I'm never gonna stop, so you just gotta get used to it by now. You know? All right, Cancer, what's been going on in your life? Thank you, Spirit, for any and all messages channeled through me. I just heard baby tarot. Cancer. I'm not gonna speak too soon. Make sure we got the facts first. I'm gonna get your spread first, and then we'll get overall energy. I see the Star and the Ten of Wands in the baby tarot. I also see the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands. Star, Ten of Wands, Seven of Wands. Whew. Trying to make something happen, Cancer. Trying to make your... Potentially, you could have been in a situation that was, getting very tiring. You're heavily invested in it, in this idea, in this pursuit of something, and you were not giving it up without a fight, right? It could, your dreams, this could have been something that you viewed as like if the completion of it or the actualization of it would have been considered a wish fulfillment to you, something that you have accomplished, right? Something that you feel you might be destined for even. And that's why you're not giving it up without a fight. First card out, we have Queen of Wands. But I see that you're feeling a little burnt out, right? Awakening, Judgment right there. You're feeling a little burnt out in the pursuit of this, Cancer, on this journey, right? The Ten of Wands is it's a very dedicated energy, but it's a very tiresome energy, right? Oh, thank you, Spirit. Ten of Swords, okay. The Emperor reverse. But you also could just be healing from a situation that, a certain situation in your life with the Star card. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, but you could just be healing from something that you put up with it long enough, right? You gave all you could to it, you fought for it, at the end of the day, it was just something that was just hurting you, right? Ten of Swords in the center of your reading. At the end of the day, you felt as though it came to, oh shit. It grew as big as it was going to, right? You nurtured it all you could, whether it's person, place, thing, but you saw that keeping it, Two of Cups reverse right here, you saw that in the Ten of Wands and the Lovers and the Ace of Swords. So you saw the truth, really, right? This Ten of Wands I'm seeing now it could have to do with some type of connection that you're just fed up with, And it doesn't have to be you're mad or anything. It's just you're just tired, right? You've given this, you've nurtured this all you could, right? With the Ace of Swords and Lovers, you could be dealing with the Gemini, but it's like you've got some type of clarity about what to do with this burden, right? What you're perceiving to be a burden now. This Two of Cups in reverse, this Lovers. And we have the Six of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. So it's like, I think you're going to have to stop. The clarity that you came to, the realization, the understanding that you came to is that you're going to have to stop being so giving to this energy that is feeling like a burden to you, right? You're gonna have to stop giving so much of yourself. Stop, maybe even just stop communication, right, with this energy. You might have to remove it with the Ace of Swords, because the Ace of Swords, the lovers, you're seeing the truth about what love is for you, what you deserve in love. Maybe what this Two of Cups is lacking, right? Maybe this energy right here, the Two of Cups, is kind of putting more of the stress, more of the weight, more of the Ten of Swords, like just more of the stress on you, right? And there's not this equal give and take, right? And so with the Eight of Wands reverse and the Six of Pentacles, it's like you're just tired. You need to rebalance yourself. You need to take your power back, right? Queen of Wands, first card out. And refine that balance within yourself. You came to some understanding, right, about this thing that was possibly perceived as a wish fulfillment, and it still might be if it worked out, right? If it worked out, but it's looking like you're putting up one hell of a fight, or you're just getting real tired of putting up that fight, right? Three of Swords, Five of Swords reverse. You possibly might not even feel like this is, that you can come back to this, right? This might not be something that with this Ten of Swords, this is a lot of painful lessons learned, right? From this experience with this energy, with this Ten of Wands, with this Two of Cups, reverse. This is a long and enduring cycle, probably many cycles that you've been holding on to for a little too long, you might feel, with this Ten of Wands. But don't worry, because the Star is here for you. Look, Justice in reverse. The Star is here for you. The Star is here to, the Star card energy is here to reassure you that it is okay to ask for help. It is okay to, heal from these painful lessons. It's okay to move forward and, choose peace of mind, choose peace of self, love for self. It's okay to admit that there is some type of imbalance, there is some type of injustice being done to you, and it's okay to take your power back. It's okay to let the universe fight for you now, right? You don't have to do it all alone. And when the universe fights for you, it's going to have to remove you from this Ten of Wands, right? Ten of Wands, Seven of Wands, and the Star. Look, you don't need to fight your own battles, Cancer. We got Temperance right here too. Look, your angels, your spirit team is here to help you. They're here to Star, yeah. They're here to bestow some type of awakening within you, some type of knowledge, right? This understanding that it is okay. It is okay to leave things that are not fair to us, right? It's okay to move on and choose peace and allow our cup to be restored, refilled, our justice to be made right by the universe, right? The universe will feel that. That Two of Cups that was in reverse earlier, Spirit's like, you don't need them, right? I got you. That's what Spirit said. On the split, Eight of Wands, right? Six of Cups reverse. Moving away and from the past and not getting stuck on it, because this Ten of Swords, Cancer, I can already tell it's going to be hard for you to let this one go. It's going to be hard for you to, because you tried so hard for it, right? With the Ten of Wands and the Seven of Wands, you really tried to make this work. You were trying to see this thing through. You were trying to get to your destination, right? Could be people, places, things, jobs, like certain experiences, certain mindsets. You were trying, maybe even feeling divinely guided to keep trying, right? But I feel at some point, Cancer, you came to this understanding and realization of what you were not willing to put up with anymore, right? The Tower reverse, Four of Swords, what you needed to heal from, Seven of Wands reverse, what you were ready to stop fighting for. You came to some realization in this Queen of Wands energy, right? About what is okay and what is not okay. And sitting in that peace, sitting in that meditation, You saw just how wrong you were being done, just how wrong you were allowing yourself to be treated because you were fighting for it, and it was not, like, you wouldn't have to fight to make something work that was supposed to work, right? So this Ten of Swords is just speaking to, like, you coming to the understanding that it's time to put down it's time to stop the fight, right? It's time to stop fighting for them, trying to fix them, trying to heal them, trying to get this job, complete this task, when every single time you try, you get another sword in your back. It's okay to put that shit down, put it away, and move on. Look, Ace of Cups, it's time for you to, ooh, and the Chariot. It's time for you to choose you, right? It's time for you to move away from anything that is going to make you feel less than, because you'd never do that to yourself. So if you choose you, it's like, you're not going to be feeling that no more, because you've been trying with this energy for long enough. And you got Ten of Wands, Ten of Swords, like injustice in reverse. Like, if they wanted to get their shit together, they would have got it together for you, Cancer. Come on. Or that job, like, if it was meant to work out, like, that shit would have been worked out by now. And I'm only saying put it down. Like, Ten of Wands is like, hell yeah, that's your dreams. Like, you're trying to get that shit done. I get it. But with the Seven of Wands too, it's like, and the Star. This is why I said that. Because when the Star's there too, it's like Spirit's coming in to heal you from something that you need, that you were never, I think you were so dedicated and determined in, like, seeing some outcome, some desire come to fruition, that you never would have put it down if it was up to you, right? So I think Spirit's just coming in here to, like, really show you something in this Queen of Wands energy, show you yourself, I guess. Like, show you the truth, the reality of your situation, of what this Ten of Wands is doing to you psychologically, emotionally, right? With the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Wands, you could have been dealing with somebody that was very kind of obsessed with themselves, or just only was concerned about themselves, right? Like, they would tell you that they have your best interest at heart, or this job would tell you that it was, like, I don't know, it's like it would tell you one thing, but then it would only tell you that to kind of ensure that you think a specific way, right? It would kind of tell you what you wanted to hear, but not mean it, right? It's a very self-serving, you could have been dealing with somebody that was a very self-serving individual, right? Very, maybe not the most loyal. And that shit really left you fucked up, Cancer. Like that, and I think that's what Spirit shows you, right? When you're sitting in this Queen of Wands energy, it's like trying to realign yourself with your true power, the realization that you might be coming to, that Spirit delivers you, right? This Knight of Wands is like, this is coming in fast, right? Because Spirit's seeing just how tired you're getting from this Ten of Wands and Seven of Wands, just how tired you're getting from fighting for whatever this may be for you, right? And what you are shown, right? What you are shown, maybe through your dream state, maybe you're just really taking a step outside of yourself, right? Because maybe something happened that just had you really fed up, like, you know, the last like that was the last straw type of energy, and so it just made you kind of forced you to step outside of yourself, right? See your situation from a more objective point of view. And then what you saw was you were being mistreated, right? Or that this went as far as it was gonna go. Like I said earlier, like, you could have saw that this is it. You learned all you could, you tried your best. At the end of the day, you were still getting hurt, right? there was still something like staying in this, continuing to fight for this, and not allowing this cycle to complete, not let it go, right? I mean, there could have been a lot of love and passion involved in this connection for you at one point. So it might be hard, a little difficult to kind of release, but you are now aware that you never deserve to be treated however you got treated. Justice reverse, the full reverse. So you could be holding on, but we're going to clarify. Well, clarify the Ten of Swords for me, Spirit. Five of Cups. Eight of Cups on the bottom. Look, it's time to move on. I think you know this, right? You know this deep down. That's why you're... that's some heavy energy. So yes, emotionally and psychologically, you're just drained, right? You're drained. You know what you deserve. You know what you don't deserve. And it's not whatever this Ten of Swords is. You know, there was a lot of lessons. Like, I think this was an experience that really, really, really taught you a lot about yourself. And it taught you a lot about more than just like to expand on what I just said. It taught you a lot about what you really desire out of a relationship, right? What you really desire out of something that you are like in the future. If there's going to be anything that you're going to even consider investing 10 of your wands into, like it taught you a lot about what that thing actually looks like, because you for a long time you thought it looked like this person, place, or thing, right? You thought it looked a specific way. Because you had this idea, you had this like this maybe it's because you were so invested already, or maybe it's just because it's something you truly you at one point in time you desired. But through this experience, right, through experiencing these 10 swords and these 10 wands and that whole journey, you changed, right? You changed as a person, as a being. You evolved, you grew, and that probably changed what, like, I don't know, the things you want in life, right? Like your true wish, your wish fulfillment. I'm saying that's what changed, right? Because you changed, because the situation changed you. And I think you're just feeling really kind of uneasy about the whole situation because, one, you never deserved it, and two, I don't think you ever expected it, right? I don't think you ever expected it. You never expected to have to 8 of Cups, 8 of Swords, 5 of Wands. Look, you never expected it to get like this. Ooh. 9 of Pentacles reverse, 9 of Cups reverse, 2 of Swords, man. Whew. I'm just gonna talk about these though. 8 of Cups, 8 of Swords, 5 of Wands. So this is what this 10 of Wands was, right? This fight I was talking about, this thing you're fighting for, like this is 10. This is exactly that, right? This is you coming to this understanding, this realization that, oh, this cycle is going to keep repeating, right? If I stay in this, if I don't sit with myself, honestly assess and observe this situation and your situation objectively, right? See it for what it is, not what I want it to be. See it for what it is. If I don't do that, then this cycle is going to keep repeating, and I'm going to keep being stuck, surrounded by people, places, and things that just cause me internal chaos, right? They intentionally maybe trigger you or do things that set off this internal chaos, right? You got some heavy ass energy in this reading, Cancer. Are you guys okay? We have shit. 10 of Swords, 5 of Cups, like you know what you got to do, right? And with this 8 of Swords and the 8 of Cups, it's like you might be feeling like you might have just gotten so used to having to deal with this 10 Wands, 10 Swords. Like you might have got so used to being in the cycle that you genuinely think that, like, you're genuinely struggling really bad. You might be having a lot of internal conflict with yourself about how to release yourself from this, right? How to take justice back for yourself. But you know it starts with removing the stressor. You know that. That's got to be step one. Addressing it, acknowledging it, I guess. Maybe to yourself that okay, it's hit that point now, right? It's hit that point where your life is starting to be in balance because of some type of holding on when there needs to be letting go. I love this deck. I need to use it more. Ten of Swords reverse. But this is the good ten. This is the more like, oh, let me self-reflect and integrate my experience. Ten of Swords, right? Here's in reverse. So it's like this injustice, right? This cycle is done. You gotta let it go. And the Wheel of Fortune is here. The Devil and the Four of Wands, man. Hangman too. Queen of Swords, yep. And the Tower. Okay, so it's going. I don't know if it's necessarily something you chose. It definitely could be though. But with the Wheel of Fortune here, it tells me like Spirit stepped in for you. Spirit got your back because you were straight up, you were feeling very, very maybe stuck, right? I'm not gonna say you were unhappy. You could have been unhappy, but I think it was just hard for you to kind of take your emotions out of this, right? This is something that could have possibly, because there were so many tough lessons and so much of your genuine effort given into it, or given to this situation, right? Because this was, you had even some like of your dreams invested into this, right? Like you spent spiritual energy, physical energy, like mental, emotional energy into this. Like you gave of yourself in those ways to whatever this is. And so I think it was hard for you to take your emotions out of it. And so the releasing of it could be difficult. Or this, whatever it is, it's like you're trying to put it down. You're fighting for, you're standing up for yourself. You're trying to at least. But it's like a relentless energy that is kind of not letting you go, right? So you kind of have to step outside it. You gotta get creative, right? You gotta get strong, bold, really confident in that Queen of Wands energy, Knight of Wands, and take action, right? You have to see things from a different perspective, because the way you were trying to release it, it was not working, right? So with this Queen of Swords, it's like you had to, and the Hangman, I think you're even surprising yourself, right? Or like some download comes in, or you just kind of get really outside of the box type of thinking, right? Maybe thinking a bit, maybe like opposite day for you, right? Not the usual way you would think, because you know you need this to happen. You need this tower to fall so that you can restore balance within your world, your energies. Two, so that your real wish fulfillment, the real deal can start being rebuilt or can be given to you by Spirit. Because right now I feel like there's some blessings being blocked, right? We got the Magician reverse, the Lovers reverse, like the type of love, the type of power that, like self-control, I mean the type of self-confidence and like self-empowerment that you're seeking is just not attainable with this specific energy in your life, right? And so you're tired of that. You're fed up with doing all you can and just still meeting a brick wall with what you're trying to accomplish, what you're trying to save, what you're trying to do. So you think outside the box, because you need this tower to fall, right? So you do that, right? And now we got the Wheel of Fortune. So things are starting to, whatever you do, right? When you think outside the box with the Queen of Swords and you cut away whatever you need to, the wheel starts turning in your favor again. You know, you're taking steps and actions towards restoring balance into your world, into your life, right? Trying to rid yourself of these heavy experiences, these disappointing experiences, And now that the wheel's turning in your favor, I feel you are now being freed or unbound from the chains that were holding you hostage to your constant disappointment, right? The constant lessons that you had to learn, the constant swords being put into your back, right? And you genuinely not understanding why it kept happening, because I feel this energy that you were dealing with, that you were up against, like, I feel like it would tell you what, like I said, it would tell you what you wanted to hear. So you would believe it, right? Because you've invested so much of yourself in this. It's like you want to believe it, right? And that's what kept you like trying again and again, is because every single time it would tell you what you wanted to hear, and you might have believed it. But eventually, that's why Spirit stepped in. Is like, no, I got to show you the truth about this 10 of Wands and 7 of Wands. Like, Spirit admires your dedication, right? It admires the fight you have in you, you're willing to fight for what you love. I see that, Cancer. The Spirit has to bring you into this Queen of Wands, right? Spirit has to be like, hold up, look at this situation for what it really is, and nothing other than that. And that's what it does. And that's what you do. And that shit breaks your heart. That shit fucks you up, right? Because you're like disappointed in yourself even for like not seeing it, or like for just putting up with it, right? Maybe you knew what it was, but you just didn't want to admit it to yourself. Eventually you have to, because you still got a whole life to live. You still got a whole future to fucking achieve and like attain, and like meet the right people, places, and things that are in alignment with who you are. Like, you need that shit to start happening. So you gotta face it, right? So you think outside the box, remove it, and then shit starts turning in your favor again, right? Now there can be this, now happiness can be restored. You can be free of the things that was causing so much debilitating disappointment. Oh, remember I heard baby tarot. No, kidding. Oh. 4 of Wands, upright, 6 of Swords, right? Moving on to the better days where you can actually start from scratch, right? Whatever that 10 of Wands was, it's like, no, take 6 away, because we don't need those 6, because those were really stressful for you, right? We just need 6 swords to take us to a brand new beginning, right? Now we got the 6 of Wands. So this new place, this new reality is going to be something or somewhere where you feel a lot more comfortable, respected, appreciated. It's going to be a reality in where the wheel is actually turning in your favor, right? You're able to have cause to celebrate, have reasons to, I don't know, I feel like moving out of whatever this heavy energy was, it like I said, there was things that were meant for you that were just not coming in because of this energy. So the moment you release yourself, it's like all of those blessings start coming in. You're able to now, look, 5 of Wands reverse, 8 of Pentacles. Now you're able to reflect on all of that bullshit you went through, right? And you're able to kind of transform that pain into something that is going to be beautiful. We have the 9 of Pentacles and the Empress reverse. So reconnecting with yourself, trying your best to stop and smell the roses, like understand that what you went through is what you went through, right? It is the past. It's always going to be with you, but it doesn't have to be you, right? So I think this is just you trying to like regain your sense of confidence, like your self-worth, right? I think this is you trying to see yourself in the light of the 6 of Wands as somebody that came out on top of this situation, right? The fact that you even got away, the fact that you could think outside the box enough to rid yourself of these very latchful energies. I think you're trying to see yourself, like you're trying to find a reason to celebrate, and you fucking deserve to celebrate, right? Because you're transforming this pain into something that is going to lead to a lot of security, stability, and just the life that you deserve this whole time. Really? Let's get you some cards of the voice. Where did this go? I like this reading. That was nice. Coercion. Ooh. Equality. Both in reverse. Yeah, man. Someone's telling you something. Somebody is literally telling you what you want to hear, and selling it to you like a car salesman, like a I don't know. Car salesmen is actually, I got nothing against car salesmen, but sometimes persuasion, yeah, like they're doing it in a very strong way, right? Somebody's they're telling you, for example, like you want to improve your relationship with your boss or your coworkers or your partner, right? And so you talk to them, talk about things you guys could fix, change, like within yourselves and within your dynamic or whatever, and like you come to an agreement, like, okay, we're gonna start making those changes. And it's like you have to keep doing that because one side is trying to make the changes and the other side is not fulfilling their end of the bargain, but they keep telling you, I'm gonna change. Deception. And so you get convinced, and that's why you keep fighting for it, because you're being persuaded that they're telling you the truth, that they're actually trying. But I don't think they are, or it is, or it's trying as much as it should be, because if it wasn't, then you wouldn't keep getting a new sword in your back every time you have to have that conversation, or like come to the realization that you're not making much progress. You're still being done an injustice because you're giving more of your energy to the situation than they are giving to you. Seduction. Somebody could be using that as a form of, that persuasion, a trap, persuasion again. Okay, seduction, persuasion, and defense. Look, this is you like, no more. I'm done with this cycle. I see you, Cancer. Fate on the bottom. Yeah, we got the star right here too. It's like all of this was fated. All of this was meant to happen. I think you were meant to go through these experiences to obtain the experience, right? Because now you can be in a position to, one, you'll know the red flags for next time, right? You'll know what you deserve, what you don't deserve, and now you have the experience to notice when shit is not right, even if everything seems like it. Like, even if they're trying to persuade you that everything is right? They're trying to sell this illusion, right? Maybe, but now it's like, now you have the tools, the knowledge, the wisdom, the experience to not have to go through this again, and you can help others if they are ever in a similar situation. Fate. I feel like we're gonna read Fate first, because this feels like the most important one. Enslaved to Rhoda Fortune. I'm gonna restart. Enslaved to Rhoda Fortune. Brought down low, thrown up high. Circle of life offers a new slate. Choices made now seal your fate. Should you stay or should you go? Should you tell or not? Spend the money or save it? It's as if all your decision-making skills are based on the toss of a coin at the moment. Taking risks has served you well in the past, but your run of good luck may desert you if you don't apply a bit of common sense. Gambling your life away, so to speak, might be fine if it's just you that the outcome affects, but seldom is that the case. The choices you need to make in life now will either put you on a firm and fruitful footing or lead you astray. Fortuna is Lady Luck personified. She straddles the fine line between the prosperous and the barren, with the wheel of fortune weighing heavily around her neck, for that is her job. It is not yours today. So consider what you could win and lose in the upcoming choices you must make, and leave nothing to chance. Stop spending money like water. Don't fight what you cannot change. Look before you leap. Find out more about a person you are getting close to. Don't listen to gossip, go to the source. Your luck is set to change. Ride out a storm as things are looking calmer ahead. Go with a hunch. Trust your gut, trust your intuition, whatever you're feeling, believe it. If you're like, if you're coming back around on the 8th time on this Ten of Swords and you're starting to feel like, okay, this person might not be changing, right? They said they're changing. They might not be changing. Trust that feeling. If wherever you're at in this journey of the bullshit cancer, like the beautiful bullshit, right? Because you're learning a lot and you're gaining a lot and you are becoming a stronger version of yourself, right? You're re-tapping in with yourself in a very big and important way. Reconnecting with your own inner fire, getting closer to the path you're actually supposed to be on, and just, you're just learning that the path you thought you were supposed to be on might not be the path you're supposed to be on, right? That's why I call it the bullshit. But trust your intuition. If you're coming back around the 8th time and it's not, and you're starting to feel something funny, maybe trust yourself, trust your gut. Seduction, okay. Some pretty words, a dazzling smile, lures them in for quite a while. Power, sensuality, use wisely for safe guarantee. I'm telling you, they're telling you what you want to hear. They're gonna dress it up all pretty, everything. I'm telling you. Your appetite for enticement naturally attracts those who wish to inject some glamour into their lives. You have a powerful appeal, which you knowingly and expertly use to get exactly what you want. Your unsuspecting friends and family don't stand a chance when you decide to go in for the kill. As a natural charmer, you have the ability to seduce others through your ideas, words, and actions into doing your bidding. Just like Inanna. Yeah. You are an independent individual who does as you please. Sometimes this is without regard for consequences, which either manipulates, softly threatens, or tries to seduce others to fix the difficulties your behavior creates. However, you shine brightly like the morning star of love and beauty, Venus, who is associated with the Sumerian goddess herself. On the shadow side, Inanna equally invites war and warns that your alluring efforts come at a price. For misuse of your beguilement could lead to a tarnished reputation and isolation. Careful, for you are about to be swept away. An offer seems too good to be true. Remember that everybody has free will. Don't be coerced. We saw that earlier. Don't be coerced into anything. Where was that? Careful, for you're about to be swept away. An offer seems too good to be true. Remember that everybody has free will. Don't be coerced into anything. Be strong and stand your ground. Be truthful, integral, consistent, and assertive. Use your captivating ways for the highest good. Ooh, yeah. So this could be saying, this could be speaking directly to you as guidance from spirit, or this guidance from spirit could be spirit like trying to bring this to your attention about people, places, and things in your life that are embodying this energy to, charm you enough to keep the wool over your eyes, right? Keep the truth keep their truth hidden from you, right? Next card we got persuasion. Coax, encourage, urge, persuade. Inducement plays in this charade. Heed opinions, adhere to views, free will conquers, let folks choose. You have the gift of the gab, a way about you that draws people attention and holds it with ease. A great politician or entertainer you would make. Likewise, you may be the last resort for family and friends when a troubled soul needs help or a change of direction needs to be enforced. Most of the time you relish this, but take heed, as it is a force that must also be kept in check. It's not always right to change someone's mind or have them give up their beliefs for yours. Just because you can talk, sing, and dance rings around them, the art of persuasion should be deployed with care and attention. Uzume warns you that just because you have this power doesn't mean you should use it at will. Right now, you must let rivers run their course so people can experience the lesson within. As tempting as it is to always have your way, sometimes your way is not the best for others. Hold your tongue a little longer. Listen to the needs of others. Consider local governance or an organization like Victim Support or Samaritans. Help a friend struggling to be heard. Get more information before you try and change a loved one's mind. Be open to a different point of view. Yeah, you're gonna have to, so like, let the river run its course, right? Like, once you see the reality of this person, place, thing that has been doing you an injustice, once you see that reality, you gotta let it mean something, right? You gotta let it go if that is what you feel, right? If you feel that this cycle is completed and you're not one, and now you're wondering why, you're putting in all this work but getting no results, it's like, you gotta let it run its course, because then it gives you the opportunity and them the opportunity to kind of reflect on what it was, right? Because I feel you in order to even understand that the cycle has completed, that there was no more to gain from this, Cancer, is like you had to go into that deep self-reflection, see yourself in a new light, see the situation in a new light, approach it a different way so that you can move forward and start being treated how you deserve to be treated, Cancer. Last card. I'll be reading so fucking long. I just get lost in it, honestly. I'm like, got a lot to say, I guess. Sticks and stones, words of fear. Defend, stand strong, shed a tear. Attacks and used to cause alarm. Protect, safeguard, and keep from harm. This is defense. This is you saying, no more, I'm done, I'm moving on, I'm not letting this cycle continue. I'm not being seduced, persuaded, or freaking anything anymore, right? I'm done fighting. I learned what I needed to learn from the situation. Like, it brought me closer to myself, you're saying, Cancer, with this Empress reverse and the Nine of Pentacles. It's helping you see the you that can make shit happen, the you that can manifest with ease instead of having to put up such a fight to get the things that are meant for you, right? With the Star card and Six of Wands and the Four of Wands, like the you that is, you're just done not being that version of you, right? If you know that version of you is who you are. That makes sense. I get that. There are only so many times one can endure harsh criticism, judgment, and unfair comments. You feel that you are always under attack, and so defense has become your immediate response mechanism. Sadly, because you feel you have to defend that part of you that others fear to understand, you are dimming your light somewhat to avoid persecution. Aradia will guard you well as she encourages you to ignore the opinions of others. Fully embrace exactly who you are and remind you that the power lives within you. Mystery and magic of the old ways beckon, and Aradia encourages you to tap into the ancient wisdom that is the power of nature. Here you shall find the tools to assist you in protecting all that you stand for. Defend your path and that of those who have been oppressed. For there is no need to seek the approval of others as Aradia defends your divinity. Quit being on the defensive. Past hurts are affecting your reactions. Never mistake kindness for weakness. Stand strong in your convictions. Connect with the magic of nature. Defend your cause. Be proud of who you are. A vulnerable person or animal needs your help. Ooh. Could be an owl. But I think when you're having to, I think you're gonna have to like step outside of yourself in order to like approach the situation in a way that because you knew this was done, but you didn't feel like you could get out of it for a while. So with that hangman we saw earlier, it's like you knew you had to, or you kind of felt as though you gotta start approaching things or addressing things in a different way than you have been. So I think this is what you're going to need to approach differently is how you're reacting to the situation, right? You just can't you can't keep circling back, like, oh, are you gonna change? No, okay. And like, oh, are you gonna change? No, okay. Like, you can't keep you can't keep coming back, right? You can't keep reacting to whatever is happening in a defensive way, giving them the reaction that they're trying to get out of you, right? Because it seems as though this energy likes to see you struggling and fighting for things that you should not have to fight for, things that should come, you know, with ease for your reality, like success and happiness and stability. Like those should come because you are a freaking beautifully manifestive and powerfully creative entity, divine being, Cancer. Those things should be really, really not, you shouldn't have to be fighting and struggling to make them happen, right? And I think whatever energy you're dealing with, it likes to see you for some reason inside of that struggle, or inside of that anguish, that mental prison, right? So I think you're gonna have to just start changing how you're responding to 4646 on the timestamp, changing how you're responding to, I told myself I'm gonna do less than a 15-minute read. Watch. Oh my goodness. You're gonna have to start changing how you show up when the situation that, you know, you keep going back to over and over again and you're trying to get out of, like when that opportunity arises again, just change how you normally show up to that situation. Like throw that, whatever energy's got you stuck in a cycle, or a painful cycle at that, like just throw that energy for a loop, right? Look at it in a way that you never did before, approach it as such, and you will set yourself free, and justice will be yours, and you'll be moving on to these better days, away from all this pain and struggle and all that bullshit, and you'll be well on your way to true stability with the Four of Wands, right? True stability, true happiness, true cause to celebrate. We're gonna get you one overhaul energy because we didn't pull one, and then I'm gonna just leave you there, Cancer. It's a good reading. Overall energy, Nine of Swords. So yeah, something got you stressed the fuck out, and that is what this whole reading was about. This thing that was having you feeling not good, right? Not good. This thing that you were giving all of your time and energy to, and it just wasn't fucking working out for you. But fate is on your side. Look, you got determination in the reverse, health in the reverse, and redemption. You were too determined, right? And the moment you put that determination down, because it's in reverse, right? The moment you put that determination down, start focusing on you, when the you that matters outside of this situation, the you that matters just as a self, as an individual, what you deserve and what you want and desire out of life. Once you start focusing on that, redemption is yours. You will be freed of this Nine of Swords, right? And fate, because fate is on your side. So I know you're gonna do it, Cancer. I know you're gonna break free. You just gotta watch out for the deceptive energies, right? The little red flags that you're not seeing, but they've been there, right? Because with Ten of Swords, it's like you've done this dance one too many times with this person. It's time for that dance to change or just be done. Cancer, I love you. This was your reading.